Hi, I kind of feel like I'm doing like Jack and Ori or the bedtime story on CBBC when I sit in like my chair to say something. It feels a bit weird, but yeah, hey ho. So yeah, I get asked a lot what like my next shows I'm gonna go see are, and because I'm on a week off this week, I literally sat and had a lazy day yesterday for the first day, and I spent like nigh on a month's wages on theatre tickets and a trip to London and trains and hotels and all the rest of that palaver that goes with it to go have a musicals week in November. And like, please, when my credit card bill comes, can someone provide me with some kind of like emotional support? Because I swear to you, I'm just gonna cry. The day that direct debit goes out of my bank account, I will weep. It's going to be like the day I pay the deposit on my house all over again. Because God knows that was traumatic. So yeah, we're going to have a repeat of that, people. I'm warning you now. Yeah. So anyway, what am I going to go see? I'm having 4 nights in London and seeing 5 shows. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm doing Tuesday night, Wednesday matinee, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, come back home Saturday. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to, take a load of energy drinks with me, I reckon, for the days, because this could be tiring. I am too old for all of this palaver. When I used to go when I was like 21, 22, and I did like 3 shows a week, I'd be really tired. And here I am at 30 trying to do 5 shows in 5 days. Yeah. Most people like go away and complain that they've been out on the lash for a long time. So I guess at least I am not quite as exhausted as those people are liable to be. Every cloud. And it's my one indulgence. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I I don't even buy own brand, I don't buy name brand food for God's sake. So I'm allowed to indulge myself once in a while, and it happens that this is my week of indulgence in November. But I've paid for it all on Tesco credit cards, so I'm going to get some serious points to eat at restaurants with. So I'm trying to stay positive that at least I'm going to save money on food when I'm there. So every cloud has a silver lining. So anyway, what am I going to go see? Well, I am going to go see 5 shows, as I said. 3 of them are revisits, and 2 of them are brand new because they are only just going to be open when I go down. So the 3 that I am revisiting are Everybody's Talking About Jamie, 6, and 9 to 5. They're all kind of like feel good, which, as we all know, I hate as a description. But they do make you feel good. I just hate the way that feel good is used almost as a byword for cheesy and pointless and not worthy. That is my big gripe with that. But yeah, they are all really feel good. You will feel amazing after you've been to see those. So why am I off to go see those? Well, I'm off to go see Everybody's Talking About Jamie because that just really fired me up, and it's set in Sheffield, and there was a lot of like little bits in there, like when his mum said, "Oh, you need to wear your heels," I had to go queue at Meadowhell for them. That made me laugh. Like as a Yorkshire person, it made me chuckle that she was referencing Meadowhell, because that's what we all call it. It is hell. So that raised a smile. It just felt amazing. It felt really empowering. I've been watching clips on YouTube. There's like a bit of a filmed version, but not the full version, I don't think. And it's I've been watching like Spotlight, which is the song that Pretty sings to Jamie when he's having a bit of a crisis of confidence about does he actually want to go to prom in a dress and wear these shoes and be the drag queen that he really, really wants to be. And I've been watching like Wall in My Head and Don't Even Know It, which is the opening number, which is probably one of the best openings and setups to a musical in the West End right now. And I don't say that lightly, but thinking about it, even the big hitters like Phantom and Les Mis open quite slowly, whereas Everybody's Talking About Jamie is just like, this is who we are. So yeah, loving that, really excited for that. I'm sitting same kind of level as I was before, but I'm sitting slightly off to one side, so I'm going to get very much a similar perspective of the show again. loved it, loved it. Really looking forward to that. I wish I could get my makeup like a drag queen. I've said it before and I'll say it again. A drag queen needs to do my makeup because it's incredible. So yeah, gonna go see that. Can't wait. I'm also off to go see 9 to 5, which may have slightly cured me of my allergy to Bonnie Langford. It's a long-standing one, I grant you. Still, as a person, when I see her on Things Being as herself, I'm a bit like, same reaction as when I see Velvet, to be quite honest. But as a performer, I can't fault the woman. She was jumping off sofas, wrapping her legs around Brian Connolly's neck and dropping to in a handstand and all sorts, while still singing. So, yeah, she was incredible. And there's been a bit of a cast change since I saw it last, but I'm excited to see it again because it made me howl with laughter in ways like... It was funny that they'd strapped Brian Connolly to the ceiling. That was funny in itself. It was funny that there was a lot of jibes about Donald Trump. That was funny. There was one line at the end where Dolly Parton came up on the screen, which is in the clock face of the logo of 9 to 5. And, you know, she's giving a bit of a rundown of where the ladies are now. And she says that Doralee could have run for president, but there's bigger boobs in the White House, which gets me every time. She also, fair play to Dolly for this, she set up a joke at like 25 to 8 that didn't get the payoff and the punchline till like 20 past 10 when it finished. That was like a 3-hour setup. It starts off by who are the characters, and she's introducing them, and she says, oh, Judy has been dumped by her husband called Dick for his secretary, and she's out on her own in the world for the first time. And at the end, her story is that she's made it on The View, which is like Loose Women but with bigger hair, and she got there because she wrote a self-help book which was a bestseller, and it was called Life Without Dick. And if you've got the patience to wait for like 3 hours for the payoff of a punchline, fair play to you, fair play to you. But yeah, I loved that. Really, really, it was a weird thought as I left that theatre. I thought to myself, if I'm ever going to get mugged, I wouldn't mind it being tonight. If I have to be mugged at any point in my life, do it tonight, because I feel like Neville Longbottom on the bridge at the end of Deathly Hallows. Like I could spit fire, to coin a phrase. So yeah, loved that. I'm excited to feel that way again because there's nothing like leaving a theatre feeling like I'm going to just take on the world right now. And that's what 9 to 5 made me feel. So I'm excited to feel like that again. The other thing I am going to go see as a repeat visit for the second time is Six, which I know everybody's gone mad for Six, and I am one of those people. And I know they did the flash mob at the Tower of London the other week, which was, honest to God, a work of genius. Whoever thought of doing that, well played, well played. It's about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, but as if they were like, I don't know, like the Spice Girls or something. It's such a really lively, amazing performance. But it tells you so much about their stories that you don't often get to hear. There's a bit at the end where they say that they are known, and the things that we know about them we know through Henry, which is right. And they say without each other we're almost not important. So we need to really like appreciate what each other has brought to the table in terms of changing English life, actually. It was really good. As someone that has studied history and is obviously really into like the whole kind of female impact on history that often gets overlooked, I thought that was a really interesting point, and I really, really loved that a musical could vocalise that as a thought. So yeah, I'm excited for that again. And it does teach you so much about the wives. They're not just divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. It's more like, you know, in terms of their backstory, what they brought to the table, who they were before they had to change who they were to be the queen. Yeah, it's everything I will do. It's musical theatre and history. The fact that these two things are combined, perfect. Perfect for me. And weirdly enough, the Arts and the Savoy, which is where 6 and 9 to 5 are two of my favourite theatres that I've been in because they feel quite like intimate. The Arts, especially, I think it only holds like 500 people, and I'm second row again, exactly where I was sat last time. I think I might be in the same seat, which is a weird habit of mine to book the same seat again and again and again. I mean, I've been in the Dominion 3 times in the same seat, so yeah, kind of odd, I grant you. But yeah, this is my plan. It's in the same seat. But I mean, they get down on their knees and talk to the audience a bit and be like, "Oh, remember me from GCSE history? Oh, Thomas Cromwell. You know Thomas Cromwell, right?" And then tell you a bit about Thomas Cromwell. I love that. I love that they break the fourth wall and it's not really a musical, such as like a staged concert with a bit of story running through it about why they're all singing and who they are, and it's just really informative. And I was talking to a kid last time I was there. He was in the row in front of me, and he was like, "Oh, I'm studying the tunes at school. I'm really excited for this." How I got talking to this kid, I don't know, but we started talking about who your favourite wife was. Mine was Catherine of Aragon, and I told him about defeating James IV of Scotland and wanted to send his head to Henry, and he was like, "That's cool." Yeah, but then I learned things that I didn't know, especially about Catherine Parr, who is kind of almost a bit forgotten. But she is probably one of my favourite wives, and I learned a lot about her. So I'm excited to go back and kind of having that knowledge pre-existing, which I didn't have in that kind of level before. I'm excited to go back and see it all again. So that's good. Plus, you never know which queens you're going to get. I mean, you're obviously going to get Henry's wives. I'm not mad. I don't think you're going to get like 3 Howards, a Parr and 2 Boleyns. I'm not insane. But they have like a bit of a rotating cast. Like there's like, I think it's 8 or 9 of the queens, and they each play a couple of roles. So it's exciting, and I think it's amazing that they do that they mix it up and whatever, and it creates a bit of a, oh my god, I've seen such and such as this person, and now I've seen them as that person, and they just treat all of them like the stars. There's not a, oh, tonight we're really sorry so and so's not only such and such a person. It's like, hey, guess what? Vicky Manson's playing Catherine Howard tonight. Who wants to come and see that? It's amazing. I think that's a really important kind of way forward. And a lot of theatres and a lot of productions could learn from that, like in the Piazza. So yeah, that's going to be good. So there are 3 that I'm seeing for the second time. I am also seeing 2 brand new ones, and they are brand new because they will have only just been opened by the time I go. So I'm going to go see Mary Poppins, which I'm excited about because they announced the casting in, I swear to God, what feels like about 2009. They did it that long ago. And I got really excited at the time and said, I must go see this, I must go see this. And I say that about so many things that I don't then go see because of various reasons, like, don't have the holiday time, don't have the money, got other things to do. I've booked off things for other reasons when it's on. But I'm going to go see Mary Poppins. I've got my ticket, god damn it, I'm going. And that is, it's basically the Disney version. Apart from my first ever trip to a West End theatre, I've never seen a Disney musical. So I've never seen Lion King or Aladdin. The first ever musical I saw in the West End when I was like, I want to say 8 going on 9, was Beauty and the Beast at the Dominion, incidentally, which is my favourite West End theatre of all time. And it starred John Barrowman and Michelle Gale, who was the first non-white person, I believe, to play a Disney princess, and not just in the singing voice, because obviously Lace Longer had done Jasmine by that point, but she was the first fully fledged, actual all-round black Disney princess. True fact for you there. And I went to go see that. And yeah, I've never been to see a Disney musical since, and I'm excited for it because Charlie Stemp is going to be Bert. And when I read that casting, I honestly whooped because it's just perfect. I haven't even seen it yet, and I know it's going to be great because I saw him in Half a Sixpence as a bit of cheeky chappy, jumping up, dancing on tables, cartwheeling, leaping in the air, all while singing. And I think that's going to be so perfect for Bert. So I'm looking forward to that. He's going to be incredible. At West End Live, incidentally, they played a trailer for it, and a kid behind me, can't have been any more than 15, just went, "Yes, Charlie Stimp!" It's brilliant. It's like, oh, okay, that kid's giddy. That kid's excited for this, but I mean, so am I, so cool beans. That should be good. And it's got ZZ Starlin in it, so I'm accidentally having a bit of a Langford Starlin family trip out. Yeah, Petula Clark's in it as well. Weird 1960s musical kind of royalty in a musical show. So that should be good. Looking forward to that a lot. I'm also, and this genuinely was like the full purpose of what started it all off, going to go see And Juliet. Partly because it has two of my favourite male musical theatre stars in it. It's got Ollie Thompson and Jordan Luke Gage. And I have spoken at length on this blog about Jordan Luke Gage because I love him, quite frankly. He was Strat in Bat Out of Hell. He was the alternate Strat. I saw an alternate night when I went to go see Bat Out of Hell. From my one and only seat in the Dominion Theatre, which I seem to get in every time I'm in there, apart from the first time when I was like 9. Every time I've been there as an adult, I've sat in the same seat. So yeah, I wrote to him, told him it was an amazing show, and then he kept posting like Instagram stories in his dressing room, and my letter was right next to his mirror, and I got a reply, and it's in the scrapbook, and yeah, I'm excited to see him again, because at West End Live, when he came out to sing a song from And Juliet, he sang It's My Life. Like, there's a video, oh my god, I think I put it on YouTube, and it sounds like someone stabbed me. It sounds like someone's trying to rip like my liver out from within me by no means of anaesthetic whatsoever. I'm screaming like I'm 13 again. It sounds like I'm in difficulty. I'm in that much kind of state of excitement. So I'm just screaming and whooping and cheering. I'm like, oh my god! So yeah, a bit concerned actually about seeing him in the flesh. Dear God, please let me keep it together if I do stage door. So yeah, I'm seeing him and Ollie Thompson, who was Galileo in We Will Rock You when I saw it, from the self-same seat of the Dominion Theatre. So I've seen them both from the same seat in different shows. But I'm looking forward to seeing him because he's amazing as well. And I kind of lost it a bit when he came out at West End Live too. And it's basically, Ollie is William Shakespeare. Jordan is Romeo. And it's basically Romeo and Juliet, but if Juliet went, wait a minute, this is ridiculous. I'm just going to like sack you off and carry on living my life. I'm not taking poison, doing stabbings and all that palaver for nobody. You sort it out, Romeo. I'm not about that life. It's basically if Juliet was like a modern girl going, this is ridiculous, I'm going to live my life. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. Like a lot. It's got the music of Max Martin, so it is a jukebox, technically. And Max Martin wrote for like the Backstreet Boys and Britney and Ariana Grande and all those kind of like really big pop songs. It's going to be all those in. He wrote like It's My Life with Bon Jovi. Yeah, Can't Fight the Feeling. Can't Stop the Feeling. Can't Fight the Feelings from Rock of Ages. I have a real blank spot about those two songs. But yeah, that is what I'm going to go see. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be really tired. There will be blogs about this after November. Possibly about how I've been arrested for like falling over myself in the street, screaming for Jordan Luke Gage and Ollie Thompson. But yeah, I'm really excited. And also really poor. Like really poor right now. So this is what I've got coming up. So if you want to ask me what I've got coming up anytime soon, that is the answer. And after that, what is coming up is bankruptcy, basically, and credit card bills. Yay, being an adult, woo!